Picture this, it's the early 1900s, and all the big-shot scientists in Europe are sitting around, sipping tea, thinking they've got Africa all figured out. Every lion, every elephant, every giant critter, they're sure they've slapped a name on it and called it a day. But way down in the Congo, where the jungle's so thick you can barely see your hand in front of your face, the locals are whispering about something else. Something weird. They say there's this creature out there, and it's not like anything you'd expect. It's got the body of a horse, a neck stretched out like a giraffe's, and legs striped up like a zebra's. Yeah, you heard that right, stripes, a long neck, the whole deal. Sounds like Mother Nature got bored and started mixing and matching, doesn't it? Now, the European explorers, with their fancy hats and maps, they hear these stories and just laugh. No way, they say, wiping tears from their eyes. A horse-giraffe-zebra mashup? That's ridiculous. You locals must have had too much of whatever you're brewing out here. They're so sure of themselves, right? Science says it can't exist, so it doesn't. Case closed. Except, every time these guys tromp into the jungle with their boots and their binoculars, they come back scratching their heads. They find these weird tracks, big, deep prints that don't match anything they know. And then there's the leaves. Torn up branches, high up where no regular animal could reach, like something's been snacking and then booking it before anyone can catch a glimpse. The locals aren't surprised. They've been living with this thing forever, or at least that's what their stories say. Around the fire at night, they talk about it like it's no big deal. Oh yeah, that's the forest freak, they'd say, passing around a bowl of stew. Been around longer than any of us. You don't see it unless it wants you to. Kids grow up hearing these tales, half scared, half curious, while the old folks nod like they've seen it themselves. Meanwhile, the explorers are out there, sweating through their shirts, hacking at vines with machetes, chasing shadows. They're starting to wonder if maybe, just maybe, they've been wrong this whole time. One guy in particular, a Brit named Sir Harry Johnston, he's not laughing as hard as the others. He's got this itch, you know? Like when you hear a crazy rumor and you just have to find out if it's true. He's been poking around Africa for years, collecting bugs and bones, writing letters back home about all the wild stuff he's seen. But this? This is different. This feels big. Every weird track he finds, every shredded leaf, it's like a little breadcrumb leading him deeper into the jungle. He's not sure what he's chasing yet, but he's got a gut feeling it's not just some tall tale. And let me tell you, that gut feeling? It's about to get him into some serious trouble, or maybe the adventure of a lifetime. The Congo's no joke, either. It's hot, it's wet, and it's full of stuff that wants to eat you, sting you, or make you wish you'd stayed home. The rivers are crawling with crocs, the air's buzzing with mosquitoes the size of your fist, and the trees are so tangled you'd swear they're hiding something on purpose. Harry's out there with his team, slogging through mud, sleeping under nets, and trying not to lose his mind. They've got porters from the local villages, guys who know the jungle like the back of their hands, and even they're a little spooked. You don't mess with that thing, one of them tells Harry over a smoky campfire. It's not like the others. It's smart. It knows we're here. Harry just nods, staring into the flames. He's not turning back now. Not when he's this close to something nobody's ever proven before. Alright, so it's 1899 now, and Harry Johnston's still out there in the Congo, knee-deep in mud and mystery. He's been chasing this weird horse-giraffe-zebra thing for a while, and it's starting to feel like a wild goose chase, except the goose keeps leaving footprints. One day, he's trudging along with his team, swatting flies, when they stumble into a little village tucked away in the jungle. The locals are friendly enough, offering some food and a place to sit, and that's when it happens. This hunter walks up, casual as you please, carrying a piece of skin slung over his shoulder. Harry's eyes lock onto it like a kid spotting candy. It's not antelope. It's not horse. It's definitely not zebra. It's something else. He grabs it, turning it over in his hands. The texture's all wrong, smooth but tough, with this faint pattern that doesn't match anything he's seen before. "Where'd you get this?" he asks, trying to keep his voice steady. The hunter just shrugs, pointing off into the trees. "Out there. Took it off one of them things." Harry's heart starts pounding. This isn't just a clue, it's proof. All those smug scientists back in London, laughing at the idea of some crazy jungle monster? They're about to eat their words. He buys the skin off the guy right then and there, promising himself he's not leaving this place until he finds the real deal. Harry's not messing around anymore. He rounds up his team, porters, guides, a couple of other Brits who are half convinced he's lost it, and lays out the plan. "We're going after this thing," he says, holding up the skin like it's a battle flag. "I don't care if we're out here for months. I don't care if we have to sleep in trees or fight off snakes. We're finding it." The locals are watching him, shaking their heads a little. One of them, an old guy with a scar across his cheek, pulls him aside. "You don't get it, man," he says. "That thing? It's not something you hunt. It hunts you if it feels like it." Harry just grins. He's too fired up to back off now. So they head out, deeper into the jungle than they've ever gone. The air's thick, the kind of humid that soaks your clothes in 10 minutes. They're following the hunter's vague directions, cutting through vines, dodging thorns. Every now and then, they find something, another track, bigger than the last, or a branch snapped way up high. It's like the creature's teasing them, leaving just enough to keep them going. Harry's scribbling notes in his journal every night, sketching what he thinks this thing might look like based on that skin. He's obsessed, man. Sleep's a distant memory, he's running on adrenaline and coffee boiled over a campfire. The team's starting to feel it, though. The porters are muttering about curses, and even the Brits are getting jumpy. One night, they're camped by a river, and something moves out in the dark, just a rustle, but it's enough to make everyone grab their rifles. Harry's sitting there, staring into the shadows, that skin clutched in his hands. He knows it's out there. He can feel it. And he's not wrong. Whatever this thing is, it's real, it's close, and it's about to turn this whole expedition upside down.
Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. This is very important to understand whether you like this video. Thank you.
So, Harry Johnston and his crew are deep in the Congo now, months into this crazy hunt for the mystery creature. They're beat, mosquito bites all over, boots caked in mud, and half the team's ready to call it quits. They've got tracks, sure, big ones pressed into the dirt like something heavy's been stomping around. They've got chewed up leaves and broken branches, too, always just out of reach. But the animal? It's like a ghost. Every time they think they're closing in, it's gone, poof, leaving nothing but silence and a whole lot of frustration. The locals they've got with them aren't helping the mood. One night, around a flickering campfire, this grizzled old porter named Kweku sits Harry down. "Listen, man," he says, poking the fire with a stick. "We call it the forest ghost for a reason. It's not dumb like a buffalo or loud like a lion. It knows when you're coming. Hears you, smells you, whatever, it's gone before you even get close." Harry's half listening, half staring at those weird tracks they found earlier. "So what?" he says. "It's still an animal. We'll catch it." Kweku just shakes his head. "Not if it don't want you to." That sticks with him. Days turn into weeks, and it's starting to feel like the jungle's playing tricks. They'll hear a twig snap, spin around, and nothing's there. One guy swears he saw something, a shadow with a long neck, dark between the trees, but by the time they get there, it's just vines and bugs. The porters are whispering now, saying this thing's not normal, that it's got some kind of magic. Harry doesn't buy the spooky stuff, but he's starting to see why they call it a ghost. It's smart, smarter than anything he's hunted before. Moves quiet, stays hidden, like it's been dodging people for centuries. The team's running low on everything, food, patience, you name it. One morning, they find a fresh set of tracks, huge and deep, heading toward a river. Harry's pumped, this is the closest they've been. They follow it, hacking through the undergrowth, hearts pounding. But when they get there, the trail just stops. No prints on the other side, no broken reeds, nothing. It's like the thing walked on water or flew away. This is nuts, one of the Brits mutters, tossing his hat in the dirt. Harry's just standing there, staring at the river, that piece of skin from the hunter tucked in his pack. He's not giving up, but he's starting to wonder if this creature's been outsmarting humans since before he was born. That night, he's up late, scribbling in his journal by lantern light. It's not just hiding, he writes. It's surviving. This place, the Congo, it's built monsters, and this one's the king of staying alive. He's got a new respect for it now, whatever it is. But respect's not gonna stop him. If anything, it's lighting a bigger fire under him. He's close, he can feel it, and he's not leaving this jungle empty-handed. Alright, so Harry Johnston's been at this for months now, chasing this ghost of a creature through the Congo like it's his personal white whale. The team's ragged, the jungle's brutal, and hope's starting to wear thin. Then, one sticky afternoon, everything changes. They're trekking along a narrow trail when they run into a couple of local hunters hauling something big. Harry's eyes go wide, these guys have two young animals tied up, alive, kicking a little but too tired to fight much. He rushes over, and there it is, the horse body, the giraffe neck, those zebra stripes on the legs. It's real, and it's right in front of him. Holy crap, he mutters, dropping to his knees. The hunters explain they stumbled into a trap they'd set for something else, pure luck. These are juveniles, smaller than whatever's been leaving those giant tracks, but they're still unlike anything Harry's ever seen. He pulls out his notebook, sketching like a madman every stripe, every curve of those necks. He measures them, jotting down numbers, his hands shaking from excitement. The skin he got from that hunter? Matches perfect. This is it, the proof he's been risking his life for. We've got it, he tells his team, grinning like a kid on Christmas. We've freaking got it. The locals aren't as thrilled. You shouldn't mess with those, one of them warns, eyeing the animals like they're bad news. Their kind don't like being caught. Harry waves it off, he's too hyped to care. He spends hours with those creatures, watching how they move, how they chew leaves with these little horn things on their heads. They're shy, quiet, not like any big mammal he knows. He's already thinking about the headlines back home, the looks on those scientists' faces when he shows up with this. Problem is, keeping them alive out here isn't easy. They're stressed, not eating much, and the team's got no way to haul them back through the jungle. Harry makes a call, they'll take what they can, skins, bones, whatever they need for proof, and let the rest go. It's not ideal, but it's enough. In 1901, he ships the goods to Europe, along with his sketches and notes. When the package lands, it's chaos. Scientists are losing their minds, some call it a hoax, others can't believe they missed it. They name it the OKAPI, and just like that, Harry's name's in the history books. One of the biggest zoological finds of the century, pulled out of the Congo by a guy who wouldn't quit. Harry's sitting there, watching the young OKAPIs before they're let go, and it hits him, this isn't just a win. It's a wake-up call. If something this wild could stay hidden so long, what else is out there? He's not laughing at the local stories anymore. So, Harry Johnston's done it. He's tracked down the OKAPI, shipped the proof to Europe, and flipped the science world upside down. It's 1901, and back in London, people are buzzing about this weird jungle creature. But here's the thing, even with all that, the OKAPI doesn't just step out and say hi. It's still this mystery, even today in 2025. You'd think with drones, night vision cameras, and all our fancy tech, we have it figured out by now, right? Nope. It's still the ghost of the forest, slipping through the Congo like it's got better things to do than pose for pictures. Scientists have learned a bit since Harry's day. They know okapis are shy as heck, big, but built to blend in. Those stripes? Perfect for breaking up their shape in the jungle shadows. That long neck? Great for snagging leaves high up where nobody's looking. They're loners, too, sticking to the deepest, darkest parts of the Congo, where the trees are thick and the world feels like it's holding its breath. Even now, spotting one in the wild is like winning the lottery. You might catch a glimpse on a trail cam if you're lucky, but good luck getting close. It's like they've got a sixth sense for dodging us. That's what makes the okapi so wild, you know? It's not some tame zoo animal you can toss a carrot to. It's untouchable, a piece of nature that's been doing its thing forever, no matter how hard we try to pin it down. Harry proved it was real, but he didn't conquer it, and maybe that's the point. The locals back then knew it better than anyone. Forest ghost, they called it, and they weren't wrong. It's not just surviving out there, it's thriving, outsmarting us at every turn in one of the toughest places on Earth. Sometimes I think about Harry sitting there, watching those young okapis disappear back into the jungle. He got his big win, sure, but he also got a peek at something bigger. If a creature that size, hundreds of pounds, taller than a man, could stay hidden until 1901, what else is out there? The Congo's huge, and that's just one spot. There's rainforests, mountains, oceans we barely know. Maybe there's more ghosts waiting, stuff we'd laugh off today until someone like Harry drags it into the light. The okapi's still out there, doing its thing, a living legend that doesn't need us to tell its story. And honestly, that's pretty cool. It's a reminder that the world's still got secrets, even when we think we've got it all mapped out. Who knows what's next?